Hey you guys, this is going to be one of my shorter videos, and I'm literally just covering a story that recently came out where Harry and Meghan were suing Splash Magazine, claiming that they took illegal pictures of them and their son. The pictures in question are the ones that were taken on the path where Meghan obviously knew that the photographers were there. She was staring right at them. She was smiling. Nobody even got a picture of Archie's face during this. And God help us, what it showed is that she's an idiot who doesn't even know how to put a baby carrier on correctly. I'm surprised that poor child wasn't injured. These photos were taken, by the way, in Canada, just so you're aware. So we're looking at Canadian law. So Canadian law says that there are reasonable limits on photography. Section 162 of the Canadian Criminal Code prohibits secretly watching, photographing, or making a video of anyone, including celebrities, at a time or place where the person is entitled to expect privacy. And that's where things get interesting. Can anybody honestly say that they expect privacy as they're walking in a public park? Harry and Meghan then sued Splash Magazine UK for illegally taking photos of Archie. The article came out saying they successfully won their lawsuit, and this is going to teach people not to take illicit photos of them. This is where you have to read between the lines, because a spokesman from the law firm said, and I'm quoting, as explained in the hearing, they have successfully settled a legal claim brought at the beginning of the year. What they forgot to put in their statement that they released is that the magazine is in bankruptcy. They did not receive a settlement. They didn't even get their legal money back. And now that magazine is saying that if they come out of bankruptcy, they will no longer cover anything that the two of them or their son does. They will no longer do any pictures of them. They will no longer do any stories of them. They're going to stop reporting on them. I believe this magazine was already in bankruptcy when these two woke jokes filed the lawsuit. So had this actually gone to court, I believe that the magazine would have won. And this led me to start thinking about when they went and planted flowers at that preschool during the COVID pandemic. They showed up at a preschool. They brought their own photographer who took photos of other people's children, and these were full face photos. You could tell who these children were, and had them splashed all over the news, but did not get the parents' permission. With that said, I'd like to point two things out. Number one, this happened during the middle of a pandemic where the parents weren't even allowed to bring their kids a pencil. They weren't even allowed in the building. And number two, when my kids were in school, they used to give me a form to sign saying that pictures of my child that were taken in the school could be used for advertisement purposes, like bring your kid to this school. But I don't think that the release that these parents signed would cover their kids being splashed internationally all over the news, because COVID rules were broken to allow these two into the building in the first place. Now, as you can see above, this is a general photo release form for preschool. And it reads that it gives the school permission to take and use the child's picture in connection with school activities, field trips, and projects for use in school displays, portfolios, publication, and website posts related to the preschool without payment or any other consideration in perpetuity. Now remember, it says it gives the school permission to take the photos. That's a standard form, and it says that the pictures are going to be used for internal communication and projects promoting the preschool. I don't believe that's what Meghan and Harry did when they brought their own photographer. I believe they probably breached the school's general release form, and I hope those parents look into that. And some of the other general release forms that you find on the internet give the parents the right to request in writing to have their child's photo removed from the internet. I'm sure if those parents got together, they would find an attorney willing to take the case, and I'm pretty sure Meghan and Harry would settle. Hey, get your kids' college education paid for. And as you can see, one of my Twitter followers even responded and said, does that mean the parents of the children at the daycare can sue regarding unauthorized photos of their kids? You know what? I hope they can, and I hope they do. I find it absolutely disgusting that these two went and took photos of other people's children without the parents' permission and splashed them internationally everywhere. But they're screaming because somebody took a photo of the back of their kid's head. Hypocritical much, people? Really? If these two had actually gone off for the private life that they kept going on and on about that they wanted, then I would be on their side and say, you guys stop taking photos. But seeing as how they're putting themselves into the media every other stinking day, they know exactly what they're doing. So make sure to put your comments below about what you think about this. I, for one, am going to be very interested to see if they release a Christmas card this year like the rest of the royal family is doing. I think they will, simply because the rest of the royal family is releasing one. But don't forget to leave your comments below. You can send me emails at suesmith1112@yahoo, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter @LongSally. And as always, have a great day.